Hello, my darlings. Welcome to this reading where we're going to be taking a look at your next date. So I'm going to be finding out when, with whom, how it's going to go, where it's going to happen, and what is going to happen afterwards. So I do have 3 options for you today, my darlings. Option number 1 with the golden coin. Option number 2 with this golden little piglet. And option number 3, the golden compass wants to be yours for the reading. Alright, see which one you're mostly drawn to. Don't overthink it. And let's go ahead and get started. Alright, my dears, if you were drawn to the coin, hi, welcome to your reading. Get comfy as I'm shuffling the cards. Say your name out loud in your head. You know it helps you better connect to the energies of this reading. Alright, your next date. First, I want to see when it's most likely to happen. This is a timeless reading. So obviously the time frame is from whenever you're watching it. Alright, let's find out when. When is that? Ooh, some of you guys, you might be online dating. Interesting. You might be looking, you kind of, it's this energy of being open. So for a lot of you, there's an energy of within the next 7 weeks. And the reason for that, it could be a little bit longer, but the thing is, I kind of see that you guys have this energy of disappointment when it comes to dating. You're like, oh my god, I kissed so many frogs already, they never turned into a prince or princess. So the cards are kind of saying that you might be the one who will want to wait a little bit before the actual date. You'll be like, okay, let's be patient over here. Let's see how the conversation is going to go. Let's see how many things we actually have in common. Let's see if you're not going to send me some, weird messages and weird pictures and things like this. You know what I'm trying to say over here. And with the energy of the 7 of Cups, you will want to kind of get to know this person more. Yeah. There's also an indication, for those of you who might have met this person already, because the energy of this person came through as the King of Swords. You might also be kind of taking a time out, to see how you're sort of vibing with this person, how they are, how they act. But there's definitely this energy, of you approaching this cautiously because you don't want to go into that energy of the 5 of Cups anymore. You're like, I'm tired of that shit. I don't want to have that disappointment. I don't want to just kind of waste my time. So, okay, I'll say that you're approaching this in a very, very, I want to say, not a very cautious way, but I want to say you're being smart about it. So, good stuff. But it does feel like it could be happening within the next 7 weeks. All right, let me see with whom. Might recognize the person already. Could be completely different. Completely new. All right, show me the person that you're going to go on the next date with. Okay. So this is interesting because I was funny I was saying about you being disappointed, but it kind of feels like the person is also very disappointed when it comes to dating. I see for a lot of you, this person with the Empress, for some of you guys, so it depends on your age. This is a general reading, but for some of you, it feels like this person was already married. This person was already in a long-term relationship, and they might have how do I put it? They wish they would have done things differently, and it could be even that, they wish they could have chosen a different partner, because here I'm not seeing one person at fault when it comes to their previous relationship. It's a combination. Like there were 2 people involved, both of them, they did whatever they did, but it's kind of hard for this person to believe that they can find somebody who's real and pure. For whatever reason, for option number 1, I'm getting somebody over the age of 30. For the majority of you. I know some of you, you're younger than that, and you're like, what, 30? Already married? No. But This is what I'm getting for your pile, guys, you know. If you're not resonating with it, go to another pile, because here I'm getting somebody with a lot of experience, and you yourself, you have a lot of experience. You yourself, you might have already been married, you might have already have had kids. Now, I'm seeing that this particular person that you're going to go on a date with, they had to kind of go against maybe what their family wanted for them. They're very independent. I see that they made up with their family. I see that they're financially also supporting their family. They're financially actually very good with the Empress, the Ten of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. So this particular person that you guys are going to go on a date with next, financially, they are very, very comfortable. They might be helping some people out. There's somebody who dresses nicely. I'm seeing, if it's a man, it's somebody who wears nice clothes, nice suits. Even when it's smart casual, it's very classy. If we're talking about a woman, of course, the Empress, she's very much about the classy stuff, the stuff that makes her look good. Even if it's not like that expensive, it's something that really brings out the best parts in her. With the energy, like I said, with the Five of Wands, this person is a fighter. This is somebody who is not passive aggressive, but this is somebody who kind of goes for what they want. And like I said, they might have had to go against their family, against their family's wishes, and they made something out of themselves. They really did. And so I see that, on the next date, you're going somewhere nice, because there's this energy of like wanting to splurge, wanting to show the environment that your next date enjoys. And he or she should want to kind of, they want to see, if you're on the same, not on the same level, but, if you like the same things. Because I'm seeing that this person, they like nice restaurants. They like things that maybe aren't mainstream. Something maybe, that has a particular niche on its own. But this is a very interesting person. Let me get more. So it does feel like, okay, so honestly, my darlings, with the energy of the Justice, it does give me the energy of somebody who is very fair. This particular person might have something to do with the justice system, it could be police, it could be politics, it could be lawyers, that aspect. I'm also seeing for some of you, this could be a teacher. But this could be a teacher, of things that have to do with politics, a teacher that have to do with law, a professor of some sorts. Now, the Ace of Wands, this is what they're telling me when it comes to your date. This person is literally going to get their mojo back. There's something about lightening up. There's something about, that internal fire starting to burn brightly. Physically, they're going to find you very attractive. The Ace of Wands, it's about that masculine, beautiful energy. Now, it's difficult for this person to trust. It's difficult for this person to trust. I'm going to tell you this. The Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, once more, it's kind of like this energy where they will want to move forwards. They will want to kind of trust you, but the past is there, and the past is going to affect them. So it's not that they're not going to trust you. It's just that it will take them a little bit of a time. Now, this could also be somebody who's a divorce attorney, a divorce lawyer. And when it comes to the Six of Swords, they might be, this is quite interesting, they might be stuck in a particular place, at least for now. And this is fate coming in, because if they would leave, you would have never met. But there's something about with the Six of Swords being in reverse, them being unable to go somewhere, to leave a particular place, maybe because of work or because of something else. But it's definitely coming through, as fate kind of bringing the two of you together. Okay. Show me the information about the actual date. Ooh, okay. once more, they're like, let's sort of wait and see. Now, I'm going to tell you this, guys. There's a part of this reading that is aimed for a specific group of people. What I'm seeing is that you might go on a date with somebody. You might be in some sort of conflict at this particular moment. This could be your ex, and this could be somebody who's just had, I don't know, I'm hearing like a shitty behavior, and they will do a lot of things to make things right again. And that's why you also be considering, whether to give them a second chance or not. So this was like this like small and important message for some of you. And now I'm going to get back to the question, of the actual date. Where? How? How interesting. The same cards keep coming through. Okay, so I'm seeing like this is going to be, it's a restaurant, and I'm hearing for some of you it's like a bistro. It has something to do with, again, not necessarily being popular, but it's like a hidden gem. So it might be like even like you having to pass through an area that you normally wouldn't go to. Maybe you're like, okay, I don't want to go to that area. But you're not going to go to that area that isn't very good, that isn't very welcoming. You're going to pass through it. And this energy again of the Eight of Wands, the Temperance, the Two of Cups, it's a hidden gem. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. And it's funny how I was talking about the niche things, and even the High Priestess is coming through over here. It's a beautiful place. It's not too big. It has, I want to say, a mid-variety of things when it comes to food and beverage, but it's very, I want to say, out of the box thinking. So maybe it's like fusion or even molecular cuisine for some of you, but it's a beautiful place in the sense that it's maybe like a piece of, I want to say Eden, a piece of heaven and earth. Like it feels very serene, it feels very calm. And when it comes to your date, there are no distractions. And I'm seeing like, there's going to be physical contact over here when we're talking about touching the hands and looking in the eyes. And overall, it kind of feels serene. And once more, this message comes through, if it's somebody that you're in a conflict with, there's this energy of resolution, the energy of peace. The date itself, it goes very well. And I'm hearing, for whatever reason, like maybe like there's a small fountain or a small like waterfall. They're giving me the sound of water. It might even be the music in a place, the sounds of water, of nature. But there's something about the water, and it's going to be very calming. Okay, let me see what happens afterwards. How very interesting. Okay. So, in all honesty, my darlings, over here, what is happening afterwards, it's the energy of completion. It's this energy of kind of you getting the full picture. Now, if we are talking about that place of having been in conflict with the world, this is a resolution of conflict. This is a resolution of conflict. Yeah. And funny enough, after that date, either by accident or not, you guys carry on hanging out, but it kind of feels like you're meeting somebody's friend or your friends or acquaintances. Like you might run into somebody, you might bump into somebody, and there's a continuation, yeah? So maybe going to somebody's party or maybe like changing the location and together with those people. But they're telling me, there's going to be a period where you're going to hang out with other people, and then you're like, no, 3 is a crowd, 4 is a crowd. And you kind of maybe go out on the patio or the balcony or something, and there's this energy of kissing and embracing. And I think it kind of feels like there's this passion that's going to take over you, my darlings. I don't want to say the rest is history, but it's looking very good. Okay. All right, my lovely option number 1. Let me know what you thought down in the comments below. If you're up for personal reading, all you have to do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this reading. And of course, to check my Patreon page out with over 190 exclusive videos, additional discounts, and much, much more. All right, my darlings, take care now. Bye. My amazing option number 2, if you guys were drawn to that sweet little piglet over here, get comfy as I'm shuffling the cards. Say your name out louder in your head. Helps you better connect to the energies of this reading. All right, so in this one, like I said, it's a timeless reading. We are talking about your next date. When it's going to happen, with whom, how it's going to go, and what is most likely to happen afterwards. All right, let's begin with when. When are you guys going on a date next? Let me see. Ooh, the Chariots. This is an interesting card. It's a card of victory. It's a card of movement, but it's also a card of travel. So it feels like you might go on a date in a place where you haven't been to before, or a place that's not your home city, hometown, maybe even home country. Okay. Let's elaborate on this one then. Either way, they're telling me that when it comes to your next date, it has to do with travel. It has to do with going somewhere. The Emperor, wow. I'm seeing a lot of excitement, and I'm seeing a date that might have been put on pause. Now, my lovely option number 2, are we talking maybe possibly about a long distance thing that's happening over here? For some of you, you might already be talking to someone online, and you're like, oh my God, why are we in this energy where we're so far away from one another? Now, if you're not talking to anybody over here, guys, this is your message. You are going to travel somewhere, yeah? And you are excited about that new place. You're excited about the people. You're excited about the experience, because they're showing me a lot of, with the Page of Wands, that discovery energy that's coming through. However, the Hangman, they're saying like this particular date, this particular experience might be a little bit delayed, or you could also be in that energy where you're like, do I go or do I not go? Do I go or do I not go? Well, the answer is pretty clear. You guys are going to go, maybe a little bit later rather than sooner, but this is happening now. Let's talk about the timing in more detail. Give me a lot of pages and knights. Interesting, because they're showing me a lot of new energy, and maybe energy where you feel like you might have to downgrade. They're saying that's not the case. A lot of 6s are coming through. So my darlings, because this is a general reading, I'm going to tell you this. The 6 of Wands, this is 6 weeks. The 6 of Pentacles, this could be up to 6 months. And that's why we have the Hangman over there, right? So that period of 6 weeks to 7 months, because again, this is a general reading, but this is no longer than 6 months. And for whatever reason, they're kind of winking at me, yeah? There's this image of someone winking at me and saying, tell them it's going to be worth the wait. Tell them it's going to be worth the wait. Okay, guys, I'm telling you it's worth the wait. And maybe you already know somewhere where you're going to go in 6 months. Maybe you have a holiday planned, or 6 weeks. But there's definitely the energy of a lot of newness, a lot of excitement. And with the Emperor coming through, this is an energy where everything kind of going to fall into place. Okay. Now then. Okay, this is interesting. I was about to ask with whom, but they're telling me to give you a message. Okay, let's see what sort of message they have for you. It has something to do with your love life, with your self-esteem. There's something that they want you to know. Completely random, but you know me, I go with the flow. Whatever they want you to know, I'll tell you. Okay, right now you might not be seeing the options that are available to you. Not even in love, but, let me rephrase that. Not only in love, but also in other aspects of your life with the Two of Swords. So they keep on saying like you might not be seeing things, and maybe they're saying this because you might be trying to settle for someone, because you might be kind of looking back and you might be regretting that somebody didn't choose you or something didn't work out, or you're in that sort of, you might even be in a relationship or situationship right now where you're like, I feel like shit, I don't want to do this anymore. And you're kind of watching this video out of interest. You're like, whatever, let me just see. And there's a message where they're saying there is variety out there. There is a variety out there. And when we're talking about maybe relocation, you might not see a particular way to relocate just yet, but you will find out. The universe right now is working basically on making you see the things that you are too afraid maybe to see, because it will... I'm going to be completely honest over here with you, my darlings. I know that you're grown. I know that you can take it. Because when you see an option, you have to make a decision. Do you see what I'm saying? If you are saying that there are no options, that means you don't have to make a decision. But if there is an option, you will have to make that decision. That decision might seem scary, but trust me, it's part of your soul growth. All right. The broadcast is now over. Let's get back to the question at hand. With whom you, my darlings, might have the option number 1, are going to go on a date. Again, they're talking about options. So they're telling me that you're going to be choosing. Okay, show me choosing between whom and whom. Oh my days. Again, look at this. For some reason, my dears, they want me to tell you this again. There are options. There are options. Yes, there are. Yes, there are. Okay, show me. King of Cups. A friend? Did you guys friend zone someone? Oh my days. Okay. There's this energy of a friend. Okay. Is it somebody that you know already, or is it something that will happen in the future? Oh, somebody that you might have met already. Somebody that you know. How very interesting, my darlings. Maybe you're not seeing this person as a potential partner, because they're telling me that you're going to go somewhere, traveling. This also could be that the other person comes traveling, but I see for the majority, like 80%, it's you who goes traveling. And this person might see that you're in town, might reach out to you and be like, hey, it's been a long time. Why don't we kind of catch up on things? Because I'm seeing a lot of sweetness. I'm seeing a lot of caring energy. I'm seeing this energy of, maybe having missed you or you missing them. Okay. King of Cups. We got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We got somebody with a very sweet energy. Very sweet energy. Friendship energy, yeah? This person would have changed a little bit, or maybe not even a little bit, since you last saw them or since you last talked to them. For some reason, for some of you, I'm getting it's either somebody you went to school with or somebody you kind of worked with before. But for whatever reason, it hasn't worked out. Like I said, maybe you friend zoned them. And this person would have changed. They're very wise. There's this energy of depth. This person might be somebody who works with psychology, with performing arts. They keep on saying someone who walked away. Okay. But now it's like they come through with a new energy. They won. You know, it's like somebody who kind of, everybody thought that they're not going to succeed. And it's also like there's an amazing body transformation over here, you guys. You know, that glow up is going to be unreal. You'll be like, oh my God, is that really you? Is that really you? And now this person, they're living, I want to say, a very good life. And they have this motivational energy. Interesting. Six of Pentacles. Somebody also who might be working in finances, loans, banking. Very generous. Knight of Cups and romantic. Oh my God. They keep on saying it's worth the wait. There's a lot of, like, they're showing me when it comes to this particular person and you, there's loads of layers when it comes to your connection. And I'm not going to get too deep because they're literally showing me, loads of things. I mean, for you, option number 2, I think like I need to do a separate 40-minute reading just to go through all of the layers. But they're telling me that there is depth to this connection. They're telling me that there is, I want to say, a soul contract. Okay. How's the date going to go? Where is it going to happen, Shaman? Where, how, details? Please. Oh my God. This is interesting. Right, if we're talking about a friend, they could invite you to some sort of family event or a wedding. It's like they're kind of saying it's a date within some sort of event. So it's not necessarily even going to be a date, so to speak, but it will have the date energy. So this person invites you to a wedding, a birthday party, you know, that there are other people there. I don't know why August is coming through is important. But they're showing me, other people there and other people being very friendly to you. So maybe you already know some of them. So they invite you to an event and you guys are going to have such a good time there with the 4 of Wands, the Strength, the 10 of Cups, the Page of Wands. There's so many positive emotions that are happening over here. And this is very interesting because somebody might be giving you a side eye. And I really like that you know, this person that you're going to be with, they're going to tell them off. I don't know why that came through, but it's like somebody might be giving you a side eye and you're like, what the hell? And that person is going to be protective over you with that energy of strength. But it's overall, there's so much fun. There's so much energy of enjoyment. There's dancing, there's talking, there's laughter. But you are going to keep on looking at each other and maybe a couple of accidental touches. And maybe there's going to be some slow dancing or maybe not some slow dancing. But you know what I mean? Like you're getting closer and closer and closer. And you within you, you'll be like, this is such an odd feeling. Like it kind of brings out the new, I want to say, aspects of your feelings. You'll be like, this is so interesting. And you're going to feel very lighthearted, very joyful and very lighthearted. Okay. What happens after the side eye, the dancing, and all of those things? Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay, more romance. This is how very interesting. So, whatever for whatever reason, they're giving me an image of the two of you kind of walking somewhere together. You're separating from the group, and there's a lot of reminiscing, and it's literally the energy of you may be being chilly, and the other person giving you the cold. Yeah, it could be some sort of compliment that's happening over here. I'm seeing that you guys are definitely being in a romantic mood, maybe reminiscing about certain things together. But there's so much sweetness, and your heart feels it's like you're excited, but you're calm at the same time. You know, that weird feeling that you get. And you're looking at the person from a completely different perspective. Now, afterwards, what they're showing me is going to happen again with the energy of the world and the Seven of Pentacles. My dears, this could be a long distance thing. A long distance thing, because they're telling me afterwards there will be a period of waiting until the two of you can come together again. So there will have to be, some sort of decision that the two of you will have to make about how things are going to work. But I'm definitely seeing that this is going to turn into something long term. Yeah, because they're showing me that you might end up living together with this person, and with the Knight of Pentacles, it is going to go slow, my darlings. Maybe slower than you would want it to, but it's going to be very, very substantial and very, I want to say, long-lasting and durable. Strong. Steady as a rock. That's what I'm seeing for you, my darlings. All right, my lovely option number 2. Let me know down in the comments if that reading resonated with you, if you're looking forward to it. If you're up for a personal reading that's tailored specifically to your situation, all you have to do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this reading. In that same place, you will find the link to my Patreon page with over 190 exclusive videos, additional discounts and personal readings, and much, much more. Take care of your beautiful selves now, guys. Bye. My amazing option number 3. If you were drawn to the Golden Compass, welcome to your reading. Get comfy, and as I'm shuffling the cards, say your name out loud or in your head cups to better connect to the energies of this reading. Alright, so like I was saying to the previous 2 options, this is a timeless reading. Whenever it finds you, that's the right time. So we'll be finding out when your next date is happening, with whom, how it's going to go, and what is most likely to happen afterwards. I'll try to give you as much details as possible, because it kind of feels, my lovely option number 3, you want your details. You like your details. Okay, let's begin with when this is most likely to happen, your next date. Ooh, I see you've done a lot of growth. I see that it's difficult for you to find the right person because of your depth, because of your... you don't want to play games anymore. You're like, I've done all of that rubbish. I don't want to play games. I'm looking for somebody who's going to be a very right fit energetically, lifestyle-wise, money-wise, all of those things. Because you, honestly, you are somebody a lot of people look up to in one way or another. And maybe you have been alone for quite some time and you're like, I'm not even sure this person exists. Well, they do exist, because you're here, you're watching this video. Strong energy of 10 and 11. This is quite interesting, because we have 9, we have 10, and we have 11 coming through. So you are definitely moving through the phases, through the arcanas, through the energies of your life towards something good, towards a soul connection. And here I'm seeing that the fates are going to step in and they're going to bring someone special your way. So the important months for you are September, October, and November. Those are the months when things, when it comes to your love life, are going to start moving, are going to start shifting. Now, again, let me quickly count. So, I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 1 Yeah, within the next 6 months, 6, 7, 8 months from when I'm doing this reading. So I want you to take a time period of 6, 7, 8 months. And you keep on getting a lot of major arcanas. And they're saying you might be rolling your eyes and saying like, what the hell is going on? Why so long? But the reason for that is that person that you are meant to go on a date with and you're meant to have, it kind of feels like there is, an interesting relationship that's going to form over here. I'm going to see in what way it's going to be significant, but this is one thing that they're saying for sure, it's going to be very significant. Anyways, the reason for it is that person is still committed at this time. At the time of this reading, this person is still committed. They're still they're nearing the end of their relationship. And obviously there still has to be this time for, healing and figuring things out and getting all the divorce papers and all of those things in order. Okay, let's take a look at who this person is with whom you're going to go on a date. Oh, no, the same as option number 2. You guys have a message. This is very interesting. This didn't happen for option number 1. But for option number 2 and for you, my darlings, they're kind of stopping me mid reading, and they're saying that there's a special message that needs to come through for you. Who am I to say no? Let's see what's up. Okay, I see. You, my dears, you sacrificed a lot in your relationships. The Hangman coming through in reverse, this is over-sacrificing yourself, your, how do I put it? Your lifestyle and your personality. You had to compromise a lot over here. You felt like you had to do things in order to be accepted, whether it was conscious or subconscious. And the reason maybe why you've been single for so long, like I said, because you don't want to do that anymore. And you tend to associate relationships with having to change, with having to sacrifice, with having to kind of compromise a little bit too much. And they're saying that, you can have a completely different relationship where you fit in like puzzle pieces that fit. Not the puzzle pieces that don't fit, So this is an important message for you to remember, that relationships require compromise, but they don't require the sacrifice in the amounts that you think it requires. And you don't have to sacrifice, like you already sacrificed a lot of things. And you're like, I want to live for myself, but also the loneliness creeps in from time to time. So like, it would be nice to have a person with me. It would be nice to have a good partner. Love and understanding, all of those things. Okay, and they're just saying, it could be different. There is this sort of relationship dynamic that you're looking for. It exists, but it might take some time to find, because I want to say, honesty, it's quite rare. Anyways, back to the person with whom you're going to go on a date with. The artist. Okay. Hello, Mr. Artist or Mrs. Artist. This is interesting. Oh. You know what? Honestly, for some of you guys, this is an art teacher, somebody who's an artist themselves. Also, I'm getting a lot of people who are musicians, composers, authors, that creative energy. But they also have this energy of, I don't know, a pastor, somebody who leads people, somebody who has a lot of depth, somebody who has a lot of values, but they're also very creative, very artistic. They see the world in their own kind of way over here. So for whatever reason, they're telling me that this person might have had a lot of operations. They might have like quite a few scars. There's something about having having had to recover from something difficult. It could even be, somebody who's a survivor after a very difficult disease, But this person, they have a lot of depth, they have a lot of understanding of what truly matters in life. I want to say, for a lot of you, this person might be a little bit older than you. For others of you, this person is going to be, well, I don't know what you consider significantly older, but anyways, there's going to be an age gap for some of you. But it's not going to feel weird. It's not going to feel awkward. You might be somebody who matured really early. And, with the people your age, you just don't have that connection. With this person, you're going to have that connection because they understand the importance, again, of compromise, of, values, of trust and loyalty, respect, and they don't have a wandering eye. I don't know, for some of you had to hear it. They don't have a wandering eye. Like, you'll never see this person on Instagram looking at, looking at the stuff you wouldn't consider respectful for them to look at. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is not that sort of person. You'll never kind of catch them talking to somebody else in a flirty way, or like, they have a lot of respect. Okay. You're going to wake up there. They're giving me these two cards in reverse. My darlings, you're going to wake up there. I want to say sensual aspects, sexual aspects. You're going to be their muse in one way or another. There's this energy where not only are they significant to you, but you're also very significant to their soul growth, to them waking up, to them kind of. So I want to say, the first time you meet this particular person, you're going to see a lot of changes within this person, a lot of positive changes within this person once you start dating. Because here I can already say that you are going to be dating, and maybe you're even going to marry this person. They're just telling me like it's a significant thing. It's something that both of you have been looking for, Give me more information about this particular person, and then we'll take a look at the date. They withdrew from the world. This is interesting. Now it was difficult for them. It was very difficult for them. They withdrew from the world. And it's interesting, you're kind of both bringing each other back to life in a lot of aspects. So this is not a savior relationship, but it's a relationship that's very healing, that's very mending, and it brings back hope. Okay, let's talk about the date. Let us talk about the dates. You're going to cancel a couple of times. Oh my God, my darlings, you're going to cancel a couple of times because of work, because of the things that need to happen, the things that you need to do. So you're going to cancel a couple of times over here. But it feels like, your partner is going to be very patient. Your partner is going to be very patient. Show me about the date. I want to say it's outdoors somewhere, because they're giving me a lot of other people. They're giving me other people. There's like emotional clutter that's coming through. So this usually comes through in places like parks, beaches. When you go to like camping somewhere, this is outdoors. Because there's an energy of a lot of people, but you're not directly interacting with them. They're kind of there. And I want to say it's a place that's definitely outdoors. And the weather is going to be good. And it feels like a picnic. It feels like, it could be a picnic. It could be a cafe somewhere that's in the park, that's outdoors. It could be next to a lake of some sort. This is definitely coming through over here. It's difficult to read because they're showing me a big picture. And like I said, there's like energies of like so many people. But at the same time, it's going to feel secluded because the two of you will have eyes only for you. And there's definitely this energy of connecting with the nature and connecting with one another. And I don't know if you have a special connection with the nature, but it's almost like, I want to say that the spirits, the energy of the earth are going to help you, are going to give you that energy, maybe of feeling grounded, of feeling more secure, feeling more comfortable. The date itself, it's going to go nicely because I'm seeing like there's going to be a lot of talks, a lot of conversations, romantic, yeah. I want to say you're falling in love, like you're going to like the way that they look as well, obviously. But you're falling in love with the mind and the soul of this person. And vice versa. Falling in love with the mind and the soul. The mind is incredibly beautiful, the soul of this person. Okay, what happens after the date? Let's see. The epilogue of the date. The prologue, rather. Sorry. I mixed those two up. Anyways, let's see what happens after the date. Well, the person that you're going to go on a date with, they, I think they're going to regret not being maybe a little bit more active. They're going to actively analyze the date and be like, I might have done this. Like they'll be like, did she understand or did he understand that I'm interested? Because it feels like the conversation is going to flow. It's going to be amazing, but there isn't going to be a lot of kind of flirting going on, There isn't a lot of that energy of maybe a traditional date. But this is what happens to you. And this other person, they'll be like, did I make a good impression? Did he or she understand that I'm interested? You will. It's going to develop, I want to say, I wouldn't say it's going to be slow, no. But it's going to be at the right pace for the two of you. Because again, the reason they're saying that, if you want, you could have children with this person. Because they're also going to bring you back to life, and the two of you, you're going to be changing together. After the date, the way that you are going to feel, you're going to feel like you want to know more. And they're going to overanalyze things. But with this person, they're kind of saying, like, they're telling me to stop here, but they're just saying, like, leave space for the future to come with this person, because you might even have children. There's this energy of something significant. And I think I'm going to leave it for one of the other readings. But here, there's already enough information, but they're saying like this is somebody very, very significant for your mind, body, and soul. And this is where I'm going to leave it, my lovely option number 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated. If you're up for a personal one, all you have to do is send me an email. The email's in the description box below this reading. And of course, do check my Patreon page out with over 190 exclusive videos, additional discounts and personal readings, and much, much more. All right, my darlings, take care now. Bye.